Hey gang, this is game number 8 of our Rebel Big O Conference Division A season. It's my first place MisspelledTrees against Werecaster's third placed undead. Really big game because it's getting tough for Werecaster to catch us. They'd have to win both their remaining games and beat us on touchdown difference. But if we slip up, Noctifier will almost certainly overtake us. Noctifier, I think, already has a better touchdown difference than me, so very tight at the top. We drew with Noctifier last week, and now we have third place. So big games. I'll look at the teams when we get into it, because I'm pretty sure Werecaster has already sent the invite. Me being awake right now is not a good thing. It is very late there. Are you scheming for your next tournament? Is that what's up? Is that why you're awake? I think this is going to be a really tough game, guys. Undead always one of the toughest matchups for Wood Elves. Honestly, they match very well because they have enough speed to keep up with the Wood Elves and their positionals, but they also have the big bash power through the mummies. But we'll have a look at the specifics of the team in just a second. Next tournament is a Miracle. All the scheming has been done. Is that the one you're doing with giraffes? It's you and Giraffe and Shirato and someone? I think it's a 4-person tournament. Hargrim! Morning, Hargrim. So it's MisspelledTree's return and the Great Phobia's return. We've got two classic Rebel teams. MisspelledTree's, of course, as I've talked about before on these games, was my Wood Elf team. I took the final of Rebel. Werecaster obviously had the Great Phobias before, so we're rematching from the glory days of Blood Bowl 2 Rebel. This is my team. We just added tackle to our Mighty Bow War Dancer, which is timely because we've got some ghouls to deal with. We have a Frenzy War Dancer. We have a movement up catcher. I also just added a third catcher, so we've now got 3 catchers, which I'm excited about. We've got a thrower, and we've got just the one journeyman, but that does mean we are on 11 players, which is the bit I'm not going to enjoy. I definitely would prefer to have a bench against undead because they're going to do us some damage. They have a block mummy. They have a guard mummy. They have a mighty blow white, a block sure hands sidestep ghoul. They have a tackle ghoul. They have a wrestle zombie, and they have all 4 ghouls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They also only have 11 players, so if we can get after those ghouls, that definitely could be impactful. I'm surprised they don't have a bench. Also, I only noticed this morning. Werecaster has 6 cheerleaders and 6 assistant coaches. I can't explain this to you. Werecaster is a player who marches to the beat of his own drum, but he's a good Blood Bowl player. He's got, again, you've all seen it, he's third in the league standings. He's definitely... I've seen him in Rebel playoffs before, so he's in my memory, and I haven't played him for a while, very aggressive, a little bit crazy sometimes with his plays, but he's good. He wins games, so we shall see. We have 1 assistant coach we can take. Not that's going to make any difference because Werecaster has 6. Oh yeah, J-Love, I remember Denver. Okay, so we're getting the ball first. It's a tough one. I think we have to go defense first because that is the better path to trying to win this game, but it is scary because they're going to get 3 Mighty Bow hits on the line, which could just put us on the back foot immediately. So definitely a difficult decision on the kick, because if we go first on offense, that obviously avoids taking the hits right away. On the other hand, it means that we're going to get 2 line of scrimmages either side of half time that will very likely pulverize our team a lot, and then we have this and that puts us in this difficult spot where we are perhaps only able to play for a draw rather than a win. So it is a tough one. I'm not saying there's an easy right answer on this one, just as there's not an easy right answer now that we've got an extra catcher. We pretty much have to put a catcher here, so baby catcher Palpament is immediately at risk, which is not what we'd prefer to do. In an ideal world, I'd rather have 12 players. I'd rather have catcher with the movement 9 sat on the bench being safe, but we don't have that. So the only other option is to put Greed Tea there. It's a little bit riskier because I might do it though, you know. They have to that means they have to go after it with the tackle ghoul, which hasn't got block, which is a bit riskier for them as well. And it's just a bit less likely to go down. So I might take that gamble. We'll see if I get punished for it. We're flipping you there as well. And I'm going to send Werecaster a quick message and say, good luck, have fun. Good luck, have fun, all that good stuff. Alright. We got a follow from Bubbly CRJ and the message has been deleted by a mod, so I suspect that means it was spam. Thank you if it was one of my mods who got that. I don't know if it was a mod or an auto mod, but if it was a mod, it was probably JLev because I don't think anyone else is here yet, so thank you for grabbing it. Morning, Martin. You dealt with it so quick I didn't even see it. But yeah, thank you for grabbing them. Yeah, I'm actually fairly sure that tackle ghoul was taken just to counter me, because a few games ago, when I hadn't even had a draw yet, Werecaster was messaging me on the Rebel Discord saying, I've got a ghoul missile for you. So I'm pretty sure Werecaster selected the tackle ghoul just specifically with getting my team in mind, because I've been leading the division, so it's fair enough. Interesting, there's not the Sherhan's one back. Of course, we don't have a strip brawler, so we haven't got the power to go after a non-Sherhan's ball carrier, but I still would have thought you want to carry on the block and the sidestep. Well, you're going to be carrying on this one. We got an officious ref who took down this wrestle one. No send-off on either team, which is good. How did we win the officious ref? Oh wait, officious ref is that just fans? Because yeah, if it requires coaches or cheerleaders, we would have lost. Okay, doesn't get a remove on the first hit. That's good. Yeah, it's just fan factory, okay. Did I say morning, Martin? Morning, Martin, and morning, Ichigakuta. Ooh, double skulls on a player who hasn't got block. Oh, there's a risk of 1 in 81 there. That's a choice not to use. Oh, they want to use the block white to take down the tree. Okay. Why not use, if you're trying to hit the tree, why not use the mummy to hit the tree? Well, anyway, they've got the ball. That's a shame. Would have been nice to make them have to do that pickup, especially if they were going for it without the sure hands. They go for a 1 dice on the tree, even having used a reroll, but they do get it because they've got block. Spicy choices, but have worked out mostly all right for the undead here. They haven't got a removal yet. They have still got a blitz to come. Oh, it's amazing, Jayla. Well done. Of 140 teams, that's crazy. I don't know TRBBL, but that's exciting. Well done. Are you supposed to hit triple? Trouble? Sounds like trouble, doesn't it? TRBBL. Well, I think I know where the first blitz is going, because there is a player here who's got no regen right in front of my tackle. I'm going to try to come around so I can get a second hit if I don't get it first time. We do get it first time, so that's nice. Don't kill it, but we do KO it, so we're a player up right away. That's really nice. Mighty Blow doing a thing. Mighty Blow turns out quite a good skill. Who knew? I think we still try and get the tree up, don't we? Probably should have done that first. That's up now, that's good. Fill this with you and then dodge that? Probably should. Oh, yeah, oh well. Okay, at least we didn't hurt ourselves.
Got any advice for the budding coach then, Bob?
Yeah, always wear underpants. You never know who might be looking.
Oh, I think we... Where was the hit from? It's from the block mummy. I think we don't stand firm. They're going to get another hit with this mummy, but that's still okay. They haven't got block for it. And it means that we're using this mummy to not come forward anyway, so... And they're not going to knock us over with the mummy, so that's really good. Tree doing work. Stand firm this time. So now that Zombo does not have a hit here at the moment, I guess you could just blitz the catcher and then the Zombo can get a hit. Nope, they're just going to go for the blitz here on the easier target, which also makes sense. They get the full power. That one's going off. I did the animations. This is a KO. Okay, so 10 on 10. Shinigami Prince, thank you so much for the Prime sub and the follow. No, there wasn't a follow, but hello, got randomly recommended one of your YouTube videos. Now I can't stop trying to find more Blood Bowl content. I'd never even heard of this game before. Oh my god. Shinigami Prince, I am honoured to be your first stop, your first point of learning Blood Bowl. Welcome, welcome. We have a super friendly community here, so feel free to ask questions. I can try to answer them, but there's also lots of lovely, knowledgeable people in chat as well. So, were you someone who'd played other similar games before, or was it just like a completely brand new thing? I always think like it attracts like a really interesting, like unusual cross section of players. There's people who like sports stuff. There's people who like chess type games. There's people who like Warhammer type stuff. Yeah, welcome. Alright, so we've got the tree tied up over here. We've got a random wrestle Zombo here. We could potentially get a hit with the tree that would open up the cage. It's quite hard though because that guard, so probably the best we could do is a 1 dice to the tree, which is a bit risky. I think we probably don't go for that just yet. The mighty bow is not in position to come around and hit these lovely juicy targets on this side. We could just go for this one because it makes it then harder to get 2 dice on the tree with the mummies. Maybe that's the most realistic target for now. Definitely want to bring some players across. If they want to start going to the sideline, we don't hate that because we've got our frenzy as well, of course. So I think I don't hate this. Okay. Well, we didn't get that right away, so I'll probably try and hit it with the tree. Six, 7, 8, 9, 3, 4, 5. We need 2 more assists to make it a 3 dice. It's not impossible. It's a commitment, but it's not impossible. Okay. Obviously, like, would have been nice to damage that, but we've kind of put it in a pretty useless spot for a zombie, so we're not too mad about it either way. I don't think I need to get that up, and we can injure ourselves failing a dodge, so I'll leave that there for now. We're just trying to keep these mummies occupied somewhere that's awkward for them is what we're looking at here. Because it's not easy to get an extra assist on here because they haven't got any more guard. So that means taking a 1 dice. It has got blocks, so they might just take the 1 dice and get it, but that's what I'm thinking about anyway. Hey, Shizarasti. The dog camera is back. And the dog is back on camera because he went away for a little bit. Goes the 1 dice with the block 1 gets a push, so we will stand firm. Unless he feels like re-rolling. So now they have a riskier 1 dice with this one. Which is a pow. I mean, they took a lot of hits on the tree. I can't complain too much, but it's a shame. They do get the armor break as well, which is more of a shame. So we are no longer tying down those mummies, which was a thing we were happy to be doing. So obviously that's a bit disappointing. Hey, Diddy dear man. What's the second roll after the roll for armor pen? Doesn't seem to do anything. Yeah, so the first roll is for armor. The second roll is for injury. So once you've broken armor... Oh, going for a unassisted foul? Without a bribe? Spicy. Once you've broken armor, you have to roll an 8+ to upgrade that from just an arm break into a KO. What are we doing here? The thing is, I think at the moment I just want to keep hitting things with Mighty Blow, right? Like I think anything else is probably a mistake. With the tree going down, they may well try to come back this way, but I think at the moment I want to stop them from taking this space, so I think probably it's not very exciting, but we just go for this blitz. I don't like that it's a wrestle piece, but can't do anything about that. Just roll a pal. Oh wow, another KO. That's really nice. So we've now got a numbers advantage again for the second. For the moment. And probably should have done this first. Another thing I'm trying to do is just, as much as possible, keep the frenzy piece in the middle, because War Dance is a movement 8. So this frenzy has full coverage from sideline to sideline, as long as you just keep it in the middle of the pitch. Like if that's in the middle of the pitch, that can go either side and potentially do a surf if they commit to a side. I think now we do want to get this up. Okay. And not just because they fouled. I think now, because we've had to put a bit more resource on this side to take that hit, I don't want to open up that side for them. Morning, Bud Bilbert. How was your game the night? Terrible. I was not in the right mood to be playing Bud Bowl. Sometimes when I'm extra salty, in fact, usually if I'm extra salty, it's because I'm just not in the right mood to be playing Bud Bowl, and I was really tired and not in the right mood. But I really still think that probably joining up to that league was a mistake. It's another removal, I think. Yeah, another KO. So we're back at 9 on 9. Yeah, I signed up for Ira BB, like, taking over someone who'd already played 3 games, so I start the league with 3 losses, and then I got a bit diced in my first game, so now I'm in a league where I've played 1 game and I've got a 0-0-4 record, and I think it was just a mistake to sign up. I think it was a, like, predictable bad position I put myself into. So this is now surfable for the reason I just said about the frenzy piece being in the middle. We will see if we're able to do it. Yeah, I think I just shouldn't have said yes to it. And now I have said yes to it. I'm in this slightly dilemma position of like, well, do I just say, actually, I regret this and I want to get out? Or do I stick to my commitment and try to make it work? Have I told you I'm going to stream Monday and Tuesday? I feel like I saw you say it somewhere else and I can't remember where, but that's exciting, Babona. I will try and tune in. Okay, that's definitely annoying. That's definitely restricted my ability a little bit to get players around here. Start off by trying to get you out, because why not? Oh, we have an opponent disconnect. Let's see, we've got some messages from Werecaster. Oh yeah, I will. Sorry, I should have thought to do that right away. I was too busy. Focus on the game. Guys, check out Bloodborne. But whatever you do, if you are following Blood Bowl Nut, I must warn you, do not listen to him if he offers opinions on do not listen to him if he offers any opinions on ogres and trees, because he doesn't know what he's talking about. Werecaster says, net being buggered, give me a sec. He's now messaging. I really hope this is not going to cost us the whole game. That would be a shame. Gotta wait for the bloody server to realise I'm not logged in, apparently. It's got 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Freezing Star! Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. 33 months as one of the weirdos. Basically, Blood Bowl Nut is in the pay of Big Ogre. That's what you need to know. He's being paid by the Ogre lobby. Right, so a little bit squashy and muddled up here. There's probably a fun play you could do here, filling all these squares and pushing with the tree to get the war dance front of the cage. It might be more players than we have, though. Oh, there's definitely a fun play I can do here, pushing that in. There's just a really straightforward play we can do there to get that on. Guard makes it not the easiest hit, but I think we've got to do that, right? It's going to go 2 dice. If we don't get the power right away, we can push up there. Does mean we'll leave a war dancer on there, but it also means we don't surf that. Is it better, or is it better just to surf the ghoul? I don't know, this feels like this might open a hit on a ball. But it's not going to open a good hit on a ball because we'll have used our tackle. That's a really fun play, but I don't know if it's the right play. Hit here, pushes you there, you push out to here. Sod it.
Oh dear. I hope that player has written.
Okay, this is going to be a 1 dice second hit.
Players can barely speak, Jim. Unlike
Fine.
right, and you should know. You enter.
Don't love that we left that war dance there, but we have. Come on, give me a knockdown.
Now everybody can move freely.
That player's not sure.
Hmm.
Oh, no, he's
And then we're just going to hit that one. Oh, that's a lovely pow. Okay. So we've made a mess for them for sure here. Oh, I forgot that tree had already stood up, so we don't get a hit there. Oh well. We do try this dodge. Do we dodge again, or do we just sit on that? I mean, the bad thing sitting there is you're giving up a mighty blow hit. The good thing is it's keeping that piece busy. I think it's probably still not worth it, though, because the mighty blow hit is just on a baby lineman is not the smartest, so... Well, let's do that and fail. Alright. Definitely some pressure on this now, but also definitely a war dancer who might die. Not a POW. Okay, thank goodness. I saw the nearly POW symbols. They look so similar, and I'm like, ah, but it wasn't a POW. I still wonder if the surf was the right play there, but we got the stun on that, so... coming in with the other mummy, does not get the POW. Is re-rolling, does not get the POW, that's good. They're on turn 5, so they do need to start moving forward, although with ghouls they are pretty quick, so they're not under too much time pressure just yet. But I would say the drive is under pressure, even if not under time pressure, because we have removed at the same rate they've removed, and now this is looking like quite a messy turn coming up. Surfing is always the right play. Andy Davo 215. Is that Andy Davo 2 hours and 15 minutes after he said he was going to show up to stream? Alright, now let's look at this, because this has got to be a turn we can hit the ball. Yeah, we can just hit that and hit the ball, can't we? Lovely. I want to get into that square, so I think I don't want to follow because I'll block my own way. So this comes in here. Yeah, this is all on. This is all... Well, actually, there is a question here, which is there any way we can hit this and make this a 2 dice instead of a 1 dice? It's really hard with the guard there, isn't it? Even if we bring in 2 here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But we need to push it, and then, because otherwise we're still filling the square we'd get the assist from. I think you can't do it. I think you can't do it. I think you're just going to come around and go for this. That's what we needed to see. Probably should follow up here, but I don't think I'm going to. This is a decision between, do I want to follow up to make it harder for the scatter catch, or do I want to not lose this wall dancer? I think I'm going to be cautious. I'm going to be very happy to get a casualty on the ball carrier. This is a good looking scatter direction so far. Okay, so it's come in our direction, but it is still in a tackle zone. I think overall that's pretty good. Put you over it right away.
For the ball, but can they pick it up?
Turn me on 5. Right. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And then let's go send scoring threat on. Good turn.
He's coming to help his buddy.
Very good turn. Getting rid of a ghoul is nice. Always his broken arm. It's a 13 SVP ghoul, so that's basically what he's carrying on it. He's probably trying to get a stat on this one if he hasn't done anything with it with 13 SVP. So yeah, probably trying to make that a movement 8 ghoul. So tough deal, but I think broken arm is just passing, so not the worst injury. You can still carry on with that one. They do get the mummy pow on the Mighty War Dancer, which I'm not surprised they've gone for. Please don't die. El Gaday doesn't die. That's great. Are they just not going to try and stop us from scoring? Just go for the violence. Again, wouldn't blame them. Looking at the foul here, I think. Zombie comes in. It's got 2 assists. But first, blitz that scoring threat. Makes sense. Last reroll. Does put it in. Does get it down. No arm break is nice. We've got 3 turns, so we didn't need that scoring threat this turn. It was just nice to have. Goes to the foul. Does not break armor. Doesn't get sent off. Fine. They have very much committed to the violence that turn, which I don't blame them for. I'd be pretty frustrated in their position as well about how the game was going. But it's great for us because it means we can just run over here now and quite stress-free make this ball pretty safe away from most of their players. We do still need to resolve all of this, which we'll try and do in a second. But let's take that first. What's the blitz here? Oh, let's do this first, actually. We need to get you out. A leap is going to be like a 5+, so I don't think we're leaping out. We could sacrifice this lineman, bring you in here, and then just take a 2 dice with... Yeah, do you know what? For the sake of a lineman, to get a 2 dice mighty blow hit on the tackle ghoul, I'm willing to do it. They have got blocks, so we'll take both down. It does mean we've now got to dodge out still, so we'll go this way for a 3+, and then this way on a 2+. They can't surface because they haven't got frenzy, and they haven't got someone one square to the sideline, so we're okay. Sorry to English Breaks Fast for just sacrificing you here. Fully punished for just leaving that lineman on a mummy. I thought it was worth it to try and get rid of that ghoul, which didn't happen, but English Breaks Fast living up to their reputation and heading to the injury box. So it's actually like identical removals so far. 3 removals each and also like 1 injury each and 2 KOs each. So KO rolls at half time can still be big. Even if we're winning this game, they can still be pretty big. So lots still to happen in this game. We'll see how everything goes. I think at this point we definitely would like to try to score on turn 8 if we can, because we don't want to give Werecaster a line of scrimmage round to hit us. Okay, they're just going to push us in there and make a trap, aren't they? Yeah. It's fine. Sidestep here is a little bit awkward, means we can't come after you as easily with the frenzy. That's obviously a bit awkward.
If the player is pushed here, it will finish in the public. And in general, fans are much more dangerous than players.
Nice power. I wish I'd put this one further from the sideline, but don't actually have a good reason why I didn't, because they can still cage dive that with the ghoul, and if they were to get the second it scatters out, then that will obviously be bad. Pretty tough way out here. It's going to be... There's no point doing the 3+, because it just takes the sideline. It's just going to have to be a 4+, 2+. Which, lucky for me, we're just going to make. Could they come all the way around the top here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they're not going to because they... Oh my god, what happened there? They went for a rush on the mummy and KO'd it. That is very nice for me. And I think we can now take a 3 dice on this one before we look to score, because the score does not require any dice.
Can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
No.
It's their decision on the direction because they got the sidestep. have a slight dilemma here in that I think I would rather score on the movement 9 catcher to keep getting skills on it and make it into the best one turner possible, because we're heading towards playoffs. There's only one game left in the regular season after this, so it's got movement 9, but we'd really love to get it like sidestep and sprint. I think with all these removals as well, I'm going to risk it. But obviously if we snake here, that will be bad. We don't. Okay, so big KO roll still, but they've got more to do than we do, so potentially we'll have a really nice position here in the second half. They did not get the moment back. They did not get that goal back. They got one goal back. We got one of ours back. So we're on 9. I think they're on 7. I think given the lead, we don't mess around here. I mean, obviously, like if we score quickly, there's a chance these all come back and that stinks. But like, I think we just take the opportunity here to try and keep adding to our SP people. Because again, it's a really short season.
Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
It's a really short season, and so if we don't lose this game, we're guaranteed at least the play-in round, and so like we're going to be going into from here. It looks pretty unlikely we'll lose. We might draw still, but it looks pretty unlikely we'll lose. So if we're going to at least play-ins, then I've tried to have this mindset from the start. Like it's not just like what trying to win these games. It's like there's a short season. What tools do we need to have when we get to play-ins? So I'm really working towards like trying to keep my eye on that target. So I think again, like being more aggressive here and going for the scores rather than being cautious and just protecting the win is probably the right way to go. For the same reason, we'll even make sure we start with a pass here. I was thinking this felt a bit light, and that's because there's another player over there. Hey, Day Day. Stupid, sexy Day Day. Stupid OP Day Day who keeps just winning every game he plays. Hey, Christopher. So we've got 2 dice for the ward answer here, just a push. The rain makes the passing a bit riskier, annoyingly. Maybe we shouldn't pass. Let's have a think about that. We'll do our hits first. Oh wow. Not even the Mighty Blow. That's a very nice one. Because I was thinking I wouldn't mind scoring on... It has regen. I was thinking I wouldn't mind scoring on Lady G'day because she needed one more SPP to get Juggernaut to go with her Frenzy. But she's just gone right ahead and got the SPP anyway, which is nice. We're still going to try pass in the rain. Probably. Because I'm greedy. If we're going to do it, we should do it further back. There's no reason not to. Pals. I will follow on to the mummy, even though this probably gets the tree knocked down, because the tree's got a high armor. It's meant to get knocked down sometimes. Oh, we didn't get our SVP for the catch. So they can send someone through and try and get the ball here, but we obviously have like quite a lot of players around to try to get it back if they do that. They're down to 6 players on the pitch right now. It was greedy. I said it was greedy. But yeah, another thing we'd like to get before playoffs if we could is leader on this thrower, which the rain is not helping us with. Why don't they have a bench? I don't know, Bloodborne, especially because they do have cheerleaders. But yeah, I don't have an answer for it. Rolls a 1 on the fresh. Gets there. Doesn't have block. So I'll just take the push. Do they have enough movement to pick this ball up still? I'm not sure if they do. Yeah, I said this before the game. Werecaster is like a good coach who has a good record in this division. They're 3rd in the division, but they make some unusual choices, and their choices on cheerleaders and coaches are definitely outside the norm. Can't push it the way we want to anyway, so might as well just hit from here. Nice pow. Nice Kaz. Right, so the tackle's gone now. And guess let's just do that, make it a little bit safer.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers.
We're not really trying to go anywhere from here, so I think we can let that go for now. Also, Lascaris, I think I didn't say hey to you before. Sorry, I think I was in the middle of doing too many things and I forgot to say hey. Hey, Lascaris. Goes after the catcher with the mighty bow. Gets the bonk. Hey, Shamba. Oh, J-Lev is making a joke about the fact that when they did that, they had a competition in Blood Bowl 2, and they had a Team America, which for some reason Gdanik was on. So it's just a meme. You don't predate Lascaris, J-Lev. Lascaris has been around for ages, but I think he just isn't so much into the he's very much a like rebel player, so maybe not so aware of like some of the other greater. The wider, not greater, but the wider community stuff that goes on. Yeah. It was like a competition designed for ladder stuff. It was a bit weird, but yeah. It was supposed to be like nationalities, and for some reason, Gdanik was on Team America. Right. I would like to score next turn, so you're going into scoring range now. Could take the block here with tree, but I'm more prioritising this. I think we even put rerolls into this now. No! I want to score! Ah, I mean, it doesn't hurt us in a big way because they've got no players left who can really pick that up and score on us, but it's just stopping us from scoring. Like they are down 1, 2. They're down all of their goals. They're down 1 white, and the other white is on the floor here. So they can try and pick it up and run off in the rain with a zombie. That's as much as they can do. And we are not going to score next turn either now because we're not going to be able to get that and get it forward. Damn it. My greed on the first turn of this drive going for the pass has come back to haunt us.
I have a feeling that this will fail 2 out of 3 times.
Do you go for the zombie pickup? They do not make the zombie pickup. You have to be a little bit careful here, just in case ridiculous Blood Bowl things happen.
If I had my way, I'd flog 'em all.
Because we've all seen ridiculous Blood Bowl things happen before now. We know they're possible. I'm only going to dodge if I stand there, aren't I? Just want to come around the outside. What? I swear I calculated this and apparently I've just got it wrong. I swear I'd counted that out. Oh well, we have to do it a different way then. Alright, let's go for that. Oh my god. I don't want to injure myself. I wasn't going to re-roll a pickup, but I didn't want to injure myself. So now I've used all my re-rolls. I'm doing a very good job of not scoring a second touchdown here. I'm doing a very good job of not scoring a second touchdown. I blocked with a thrower. Thank you, Shamba. I knew I'd been an idiot. I knew I'd been an idiot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In theory, we could pick it up and hand it off, but our pickups have been dreadful. We've done 0 for 4 on our last 4 pickups. I'm giving up a might of a hit on the thrower. Don't die, throws. Serious injury. I think we appo that. Don't really want a serious injury on that. Seriously hurt instead. Hurts for next game. But seriously hurt means no niggle, so it's definitely an improvement. I really thought we'd get a couple of touchdowns out of this half, but because of my greedy throw, we might get nothing. Let's put another player there. Come on, elves. Alright, better. Alright, so we got a second touchdown. And the win's looking pretty safe at 2-0, even though we're giving the ball back to them because it's taking me so long to do it. It's pretty hard for them to score twice in this time, especially if it keeps raining. Neither of us have any rerolls. They did get some good KO rolls. So we are even numbers now, I think. Now, the only problem here is I don't want players to get hit. The tackle's out, isn't it? So that helps. I think what we do is you go stand at the back, and then and then you stand there, you stand there, you stand there, and shift across one so the frenzy's in the middle. And when did I start playing Blood Bowl? I think 2017. Because it was after the 2016 rules came out. Someone in our board game group, they'd been out for a while. They weren't like brand new, but someone in our board game group was like, "You all have to play this game with me." And I said, "Only if you pick me a team." And he did, so that was my origin story. I found Collie's origin story. Hey, Collie. I found Collie's origin story on Facebook.
Any advice on
Cheering fans were definitely going to lose because they have 6 cheerleaders. Okay, so if they get they can get SVP by fouling, which unfortunately may encourage them to foul more. Oh, the sure hand stayed out. That's nice. Oh, and they've gone for a hit without block to start off with, and they've rolled a 1 in 9, and there's no rerolls. Rough start. Well, not rough start. Rough game at this point for Werecaster. Yeah, that is a turnover. And because of the new rules, that's not even an armor break. In the old rules, that would have broken armor. But not in these rules. Okay. Let's see if we can get forward and pinch that ball. Fine. Should we be brave and try and hit the mummy here? Nice. Very nice. All right. Really, really great. I probably should move this forward at the end since that's what I was trying to get SVP on. So in terms of SVP we wanted this game, we've managed to put 2 touchdowns on catcher, which we wanted. We've managed to get Lady G'day only wanted 1 and has got 2, so that's great. There's not like as immediate a priority next. I think continuing to add on the war dances is never bad because there's always more skills you want in your war dances. I could say for a stat on them, I could put sidestep on them. Sidestep's really nice on war dances, probably especially on Lady G'day if she's going to be our surfer. But also, even though I handed off with this player before, rookie catchers just adding blocks really nice. So definitely won't be sad to try and score on Palpament either. That's true. Episode 1 of the Hey Listen podcast. We do talk about our origin stories. Did I fix it so that we have a podcast command? I thought we did, but I can't remember. Hey. Okay, I didn't put block in the rain. Alright, so send you forward. Send you forward. That's a bigger threat. That's a better position to blitz, maybe. Means we can bring the lineman round.
There's only one word to say.
Fine. Keep you safe. Give you a shove. What I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to go and give you that journeyman. Let you have the mighty bow hit on the journeyman because I don't care if the journeyman dies. Sorry, Thunderous. Love hearing people's Blood Bowl origin stories. Blood Bowl origin stories are fun. Krendor's Blood Bowl 2 League popped up in my Twitch recommended. Bought the game, played the campaign, joined the league at some point late 2018. Played Andy Davo for game 2, where he says he streams. He says he streams? I've never heard of him. Completely ignore this fact for the next 18 months. COVID hits. Slay the Spire streamer I watch is playing an intro game with Sage for Rebel Finals. Find other CCL points. Streams disappointed as I try myself. Nice. J-Lev, the original speedrunner of the Blood Bowl 2 one-player game. The original, and as far as I'm aware, the only person who tried speedrunning the Blood Bowl 2 one-player game. Not aware of anyone else who went for that. Oh, we're going for a pass. We've made the pickup. We've made a rush. Uh-oh. They're going to make a pass. Doesn't make a pass. 5 plus. All right. So, what's our options for scoring here? So we can get there with you without doing any rushes. So I think that's a player who wants to try to score. So we'll use these two to try to hit that. Push is fine. Nice. Touchdown difference might end up mattering because we're going to be... if Noctifier wins his game this week, then we'll be 2 points ahead of Noctifier going into the final round. So that would mean that if we draw our last game, which is a difficult one potentially against Morka, and Noctifier wins his last one, then that would put us in a position where we'd be level on points. So touchdown difference could matter. So I think taking the chance to try to get some extra touchdowns in this game was definitely worth it. And it certainly has worked out pretty well in the end here, hasn't it? We've got... maybe I should take the tree offline, because I think Werecaster might foul. I mean, on the other hand, the tree is more robust, right? It's harder to replace, so I think we should take it offline here. Protect the value in the team. No wonder I don't catch you live much. It's 4:41 in the morning. Hey, Salty Route, welcome. And so Salty Salt. Oh my god, we're getting everyone's Bubble origin stories. Hargrim. I got into the game back in 2016 when one of the Games Workshop employees and good friend of mine told me to try it. Haven't given up on it since. And an excellent decision that is too. Do you know what I love about everyone's origin stories is that without these origin stories, we wouldn't all know each other. Like, there's loads of you who, like, I know in person, including Hargrim, including J-Lev, including Collie, which is why I was enjoying seeing her origin story on Facebook. And you're like, these little decisions that we made. Without these little decisions, we'd never have met each other. And now, like, these are people who are my friends, and that's wicked. Day. My Blood Bowl origin story was when I worked at Board Game Cafe and we did a lock-in and my friend got Blood Bowl 2016 down from the shelf and we tried it out. 2 weeks later I had my first badly painted team, was running the game night Blood Bowl League with a load of new players all discovering the game together. And the next thing you knew, Day was crushing everybody. Just bullying everyone at Blood Bowl.
If I had a gold club of every player I've seen lying on the field during my career, well, I could start my own team.
I've never played Slay the Spire. Playing another after the match? Yeah, I'm going to play more after the match, definitely. So Salty Salt, watch Beagle, he played a bit of Blood Bowl 2 and rated you. Nice.
Yes, they picked up
So Salty Salt really wishes that I was a King of the Castle streamer, I know. Doesn't do a foul. Werecaster, thank you for the game. I better go say in chat. So Lady G'day is going to have enough to get Juggernaut and then some. I think we still go for Juggernaut. There'll be a little temptation if she's close to it to roll for the stat, because she's going to add 5 for a touchdown and a casualty takes her to 18, plus another 4 for the MVP. I think Lady G'day might have enough to roll for a stat, so we could roll for the stat. And if it's something really good like agility, then maybe we hold off on Juggernaut and take the stat. I'll need to think about that because I really do want Juggernaut for playoffs, but the stats on Ward Answers are pretty great. Like, obviously, if you rolled Strength, it's expensive, but a Strength 4 Frenzy Ward Answer sounds pretty powerful. Movement 9 is always good. I'd like Movement 9 on both Ward Answers eventually, but it's less of a priority because we have already got another player who's becoming our one-turner. And Agility 1 plus Ward Answers are absolutely the one. Love having an Agility 1 Ward Answer. So yeah, let me just check. Yeah, so we will have enough to roll for a stat on Lady G'day. We don't have it yet because the games have to be validated, which takes a little while. So I think we may well have to roll the stat on Lady G'day and see, because it could be that it's even better than Juggernaut. I think Strength, even though it's 80,000, I would take. And Agility I would probably take. I think I wouldn't take Movement. But you can roll it, and then if you don't like it, you can still take Juggernaut. It just means you've burned a few SPP. But maybe it's worth doing that. Rules question: when you started with Blood Bowl 3, only played tabletop before, and stat increase in shorter leagues weren't really a thing. If you roll a stat but then choose a skill, do you still use all the SPP? Yeah, I've just answered that without meaning to. Yeah, you use all the SPP, but the cost is still the correct cost for what it should be. Yeah, so if after all that you choose to just take a primary, which you can do, then it's just a normal cost for SPP. So yeah, unfortunately, validating does take a few minutes, and for the sake of the YouTube video, I think it drags on a bit long, so I can't show you everything, but we will have 10 SPP here, which I think is enough to, yeah, so we can go ahead and get our next skill on Catcher. I think I'll almost certainly take Sidestep. I may wait and see the TV gap for our next opponent before deciding whether I do that now or hold off, but I think for the one-turner, the correct order will be Sidestep, then Sprint. It's tempting to go straight to Sprint, because if you go straight to Sprint, then whatever happens, you only need 1 push to get that player in range to score. But Sidestep has more general utility, so it's a tough one, but I think Sidestep before Sprint. And then obviously the War Dance we just talked about. I don't think anything else got anything too interesting. This tree has done 0 damage all season, but that's fine. Tree skills are nice to have, but they're not fundamental. You can get by without them. I doubt we'll have, well, we might have enough to have a bench actually, and again I'll think about that when I know what my next opponent is. I know who my next opponent is, but I don't know what the TV gap will be and stuff like that. So in terms of league standings, we will go to 7-1-0, which is huge. That puts the pressure on Noctifier in second place now to win his game this round. And it means that whatever happens, I will be first going into the last game. My last game is against Morka. Now, I know Morka, you could look at his record and think that should be favoured for us. Morka's just in the middle of the table, but Morka is a serious tabletop coach who plays a lot of Blood Bowl. I haven't played him for a long time, but I know I always thought Morka was a good player when we played before, so I don't think this is going to be a pushover at all. He's had quite a rough season. You can see the team's a bit banged up. I know he's just added this assassin, which could point to some trouble for me. I think, actually he's already played his game this round, hasn't he? So yeah, Morka's actually, that's what his team will look like against us. So he is down a couple of blitzes, which is great for us, but has still got the tackle, has got a movement up witch, has got the stabby, so we'll have a think about that when we get closer to it. Yeah, Morka's had a rough season. Morka's had a season with lots of things haven't gone Morka's way. Morka also, in fact, I should do, I'll do a shout out to Morka when I play him, but Morka also streams. I've watched some of his games, and I can say firsthand, I've seen him have some pretty unlucky things happen. I was just able to validate on my end. I don't know if that's going to do it yet. No, I think we still need to wait for Werecaster to hit validate as well. So yeah. So anyway, that's going to wrap up the YouTube video. So thanks for watching. It's been a really fun season in Rebel so far. We are now 100% locked into at least play-ins. I'll say that actually quickly so before I sign out. Play-ins in Rebel, effectively Rebel has a oh, it might have just validated. Has it just validated? It has. There you go. So there you go. So now you can see it in the league standings. So that's us at 7-1 and 0. Noctifier, like I say, has to win to keep the pressure on us. Noctifier, I think, is playing Monkey Chunks, who is struggling, I would say, a bit with the Old World Alliance, who are not the easiest team to get on well with. So I expect Noctifier will win this round, but it's still nice to have put the pressure back on him. Rebel playoffs are 32 teams, but there is a play-in round before that. So if you win your division, you are guaranteed to go to playoffs and you are seeded. There's 18 divisions and the top 16 first place teams will be seeded. Then if you finish second, you're guaranteed to go into play-ins. If you finish third, you have to be one of the best third place finishers to go to play-ins. I don't think we even can finish third anymore. So for us, it's just first or second. So play-ins is basically just an extra round where you would play off against other teams who finish second or third. So we're guaranteed now for the postseason. It's just a question of whether or not we're going to get playoffs or play-ins. Obviously, I'd rather get playoffs because playoffs effectively saves a round. And listen, no matter what in Blood Bowl, every extra game is an extra chance for the dice to go against you, for players to get injured, for things to go wrong. So a free round is a guarantee. So we definitely are fighting for first place. That will be our focus next week, is trying to get across the line and lock that down. But for now, that's been a very long-winded ending to the stream. I've just said about 4 now, and yet again am I going to stop for a second and do these levels. So as I said, I could roll a start on Lady G'day, or I could just give her Juggernaut like I meant to. Do you know what? I am going to say for now, that's the end of the YouTube video, because I actually think I'm going to want to have a think about those, because I'm not entirely certain still which way I'm leaning. So if you enjoyed the content and you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching, and please do leave a like and subscribe.